What is your biggest regret in life?
I once pushed my grandma down the stairs and she died.
Leaving my friend behind while he got shot.
Not spending as much time as I could have with my family.
I guess for not understanding my previous lover's feelings.
Not following my dream.
Living. I wish I was lying. Nah, have a nice one.
That was no good. It was very tough on the family. We had to put the dog down. Grandma was overweight and fell and crushed the dog. Paralyzed him from the waist down.
Probably ever doing drugs in the first place. I mean, like, I wouldn't blame myself for doing them. When I was 11, I fractured my chest because me and a kid were jumping on a trampoline and he sat on my neck and fractured my chest. And I got addicted to opiates because a doctor prescribed me oxys.
I don't know, man. I think probably trying to fit in with different people. I let them shape who I was instead of me just being myself. So yeah, that's my biggest regret. I didn't become who I am until later on when I got brave enough to be myself, if that makes sense.
And then when I was about 16, they finally cut, maybe 15, 16, it's kind of blurry. They cut my funding, or not funding, but they cut like what medication I needed. And obviously I was addicted to it at that point. So then I started, I went to whatever I could to like help my withdrawals, and then I just ended up eating heroin. So I think in the first place, like, I think my biggest regret is just ever doing drugs in the first place.
So my biggest regret is my first boyfriend. I never should have got with him, and I never should have let him do the damage that he done. I put up with all that damage, aforementioned damage and mistreatment, because I didn't think that I deserved anything else. So I thought that I could endure it and maybe eventually it would change. So
Oh yeah, I have enough friends, like 90% of my friends that were also addicted to opiates, heroin, whatever they could get their hands on, started out as that, exactly that, right? Like just from an injury, or like they got in their parents' medicine cabinet or whatever, but it started out from pharmaceuticals.
don't wait for people to change, you know. There's a lot of bad people that you're gonna meet, and he was just unfortunately one of them.
Could have stayed awake, but I didn't.
When I said I hate you to my mum one time, then the next day she had a car crash. But as long as she survived, though. But after that, I've never said hate you or oh yeah, I wish you were never in my life again.
I would say pulling the fire alarm in middle school. Yeah, I did that after school in the rec room.
My motto in life: never regret anything you did. Done.
What if I told you I don't have
didn't
any?
make a move. I didn't make a move when I should have. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm doing what I wanted to do.
Not telling that I love Nuggy sooner.
Not that I regret many things. I think my biggest regret is actually something I'm currently doing. I'm so caught up in the present, I would say, like reality. Like, for example, my job. It holds me back. Like, for example, I want to go, travel America. I live in America, walk across the state. But the problem is my job. And in the present, I'm always so worried that I'm going to lose my source of income. And even if I enjoy myself traveling, then I'm just going to end up suffering later in life.
It would probably be not trying to start my career sooner. Because right now I'm like a fledgling author, so I'm barely getting my things published.
So my biggest regret, to put simply, is worrying so much about my future, actually, about the things that are going to happen. And weirdly enough, by caring so much about that, I'm living in the present to make money and stopping myself from experiencing new things.
And I was working on all my stuff a long time ago, and I stopped because I was like, you know what? I'm gonna focus on. I was trying to become a marketer. I was going into marketing. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna focus on marketing and all that stuff because maybe I'll make good money someday. And then I realized, like 2 years in, I was like, man, I'm not happy doing this. So I changed, and I'm kind of behind on what I wanted to do, but I'm finally catching up.
Oh man, I don't know about that. I don't think regretting things is a good thing. Like, it's just gonna eat you up, Try to live in the present.
I feel like I wasted few years doing like 8 to 5 job that I don't really like. So it's a bit of a regret that I'm still doing that without kind of doing nothing else.
It's not even a regret, but I'm gonna say it. I should be saving more, bro. I should be saving more. We should be saving more, bro. Yeah, save your money, bro. Save it.
Not saving up too much money.
Probably playing this game for almost 5,000 hours.
Don't say it. Do not say it.
Playing VRChat.
Becoming sedentary, not working out.
Not staying physically fit. Because if you just let yourself go, it's a very big uphill battle.
Not being myself when I was younger.
Probably not being myself, and because I think a lot of people tend to hide who they really are.
Not finishing high school. I got dropped when I was a junior, so that's probably my biggest regret, is not finishing.
I don't know, depending on what background they come from, or what they identify as, or whatever the sexuality is, they tend to hide something about themselves. So I just wish I was myself more in the past, I guess.
My biggest regret? Not changing how I dress and my haircut.
There's a girl that I don't know. It was like really weird, and I got a chance, but I didn't take it. So it's actually my biggest regret, because actually I was in love, bro.
Not asking this girl out who I knew for 5 years and that I had feelings for until she left to Australia. I never asked her out.
I would say it was probably not going to college like immediately. Because I took a while to just work instead of going straight to college from high school. And that kind of fucked me over a little bit.
My biggest regret was probably not paying attention too much in school. Because now I have a hard time in college and stuff, and everyone else seems to be smarter than me. But I know I'm smart. I'm just, lazy, I guess. Just not be lazy in general, because when you're young, you have the energy, and when you get older, you don't really have that same amount of energy.
Taking as long as I did to get into gaming.
Probably starting work too early, not going live.
That I don't spend too much time with my parents.
It's really minor in the grand scheme of things, but I bought a $300 pair of headphones that I really hate, and I can't refund them.
It's my regret, and it's probably the best thing that's ever happened to me. It's probably start going online.
I got 2 of them. One was not going to that party on my senior year of high school because it was pretty awesome.
Coming out of my shell and all that. But at the same time, there's kind of a balance that you need to, have. Telling people real life, out of real life.
And the second, not talking to more people in high school.
And when this sort of stuff just kind of builds up, and you're at a stage online when you're talking to people, you can't really get out of it anymore. It becomes a part of your life. So it's all in moderation, but that's the thing. When you get too involved in the culture, there's no moderation to it. You just become a part of the community, and it becomes a part of your life. And in a way, whether you like it or not, you're still, if you get involved in one thing too much, you're kind of dissociating from the other thing. So at least that's my kind of take on it.
I didn't try in everything I do, which clearly affected me in the future. I could have tried in school, and I would be much further in life.
Probably not studying, to be honest, because I got kind of okay grades, but nothing that I can really pursue anything I want to do with. So at the moment, I'm only 21, so just not putting in effort, I guess. Messing my life up.
So I don't really have any regrets.
and this is it's gonna sound like a weird answer, I guess, but I feel like everything that's happened to me in my life has probably happened to get me where I am today. So I feel like if I regret something, I probably wouldn't be who I am, and I don't think I'd want to change that. So